All right. Good morning, Fin fans, and brand new That's Dolphins talk. Whether we want to do it or not, should be coming up soon. I have just raw dogged my ride to work, my 30-minute raw dog to work. No music, no sound, just thoughts. And this Dolphins game last night was almost kind of felt like a final straw, a line in the sand. And it's mainly because I said it last week on the show that the same things that we're seeing from year one are still the same things that carry over to year three, football-wise, even life-wise, human-wise. It's just really sad to see that, especially for Tua, because you know how hard the guy worked to be stronger and safer, and then last night happens, and that's scary as a human, especially when you know that he has like 2 small children. It sucks. It really sucks. And it sucks as a Dolphins fan, man. This isn't fun anymore. This isn't fun. I don't want to do this anymore. It's just so incredibly frustrating that we have a mad genius offensive coach that can't beat too high coverage. It's maddening that we decide on a 3rd and 1 that the only way we're going to run power football because we have a 180-pound running back is an answer with a fullback. I don't know if I get the Mike McDaniel thing anymore. Yeah, he brought cheat motion, he brought the Shanahan style, and that's great. It really is. It's so much fun, and it works great for 1 o'clock games, for loser teams that you're playing against. Things that it doesn't work against is primetime games. For some reason, this offense does not work. Real teams, good defenses. So basically, just like whether it doesn't even apply for like bad teams, because the Titans were awful last year. They were dog water, and the Dolphins still could not get anything going against them. Just they're so unprepared, and that has been a thing since like Adam Gase was here. Adam Gase could never win a primetime game. 40-0 Thursday night. The recipe for a Dolphins disaster is put the Bills in it, make it a primetime game, and then add on a Thursday night. That's a recipe for a shit salad that is the Miami Dolphins organization. And it's just so frustrating. They got nothing. Nothing has changed in 3 years. They are the same team they were when they played week 1 against New England that they are right now. There's nothing different. They did not change the offense. They've gotten worse on the offensive end. They don't have... I cannot believe the oversight of Chris Grier spending millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars this year, and he didn't spend it on an offensive line. But we spent it on OBJ, who has not played, and if he was healthy and would be playing, 2 of those picks probably never happened in the first half, because Grant Dubose would never be on the field. Robbie Chosen would never be on the field. Is River Craycraft really is Craycraft the reason that the offense has fallen apart because we don't have the safety valve of River Craycraft anymore? So they're starting every meeting starts at the 24-minute mark after the hour. Bump that to 25 because the season's over. Even if Tua does come back, they don't have the offensive line to protect him. It's the same thing we said 2 years ago. Yeah, you're going to win some games and yippee-ki-yay and all that, but I think the experiment is over. I think the experiment's over. I've seen enough to declare that this has been a failure. And the worst part, everyone got extended, so it's not over. The experiment in the organization's not over. The experiment is only done for me. And it's just this sucks. This isn't fun. I had a lot of fun like 2 years ago whenever Tua came back. I had a lot of fun last year. This isn't fun. What really sucks for Trey is that he's going to Hard Rock Stadium in 2 weeks with the whole family. Big Paul's first Dolphins game. Big Paul's first Dolphins game is in 2 weeks. Monday Night Football against the Titans. Do we have a quarterback? Are we going to call Tom Brady? You know what? I actually do call Tom Brady. Actually, you know what? You know what? How ironic it would be if Ryan Tannehill was the quarterback for Big Paul. Big Paul's first game in Miami ever, and it's Ryan Tannehill. I don't want that for Paul. I don't want it for Big Paul. I don't want it for Big Gaddis. I wanted Tua. I wanted to be 4-0 after that game. Man, they're really going to walk out Skylar Thompson. We're going to talk about all this on That's a Dolphins Talk. It's going to be a hard episode. Probably the whole season's going to be hard. Let's just be honest. Probably the next decade's going to be hard. It's been hard for the last 3 decades. Let's add a 4th. Because at what point does it stop? And, yeah. All I kept hearing last night as that was happening was Lebitard doing the Heat rant for whenever the Heat beat the Spurs, and it's just another decade of irrelevance. That's the only thing that was playing in my head last night, over and over again. I just had a bad feeling yesterday, man. I just knew, and I didn't want to admit it. I didn't admit it to Trey, because Trey and I talk all day, and I didn't admit it. I said I had good vibes. I didn't have good vibes. Full disclosure. Man, this is just raw, unedited, just me sitting in my car before I go into work because I feel like I need to get my feelings out. My God, does it suck to be a Dolphins fan. It's not fun. And it's just going to keep happening.